My name is Amanda Gálvez, professor at the National University of Mexico and former delegate to the Protocol of Biosafety. Mexico, as party of the Cartagena Protocol, has implemented measures for the safe handling and use of LMOs and for avoiding the possibility of gene flow to native species arising from their transboundary movement. However, Mexico is a particular case. It is center of origin and diversification of maize, the basic cereal in our diet. Maize is an open pollinated plant that receives pollen from other maize plants around it, and it is the most frequently modified species in industry. Besides, Mexico has a free trade agreement with the US with more than 10 million tons of maize imported per year for FFPs from that country. Mexico implemented a specific regulatory framework, the Law on Biosafety and Genetically Modified Organisms, that entered into force March 18, 2005. This law mandates three competent authorities, Environment, Health and Agriculture, as well as Customs under the Ministry of Treasury, regarding Article 18 of the protocol. Under this law there is a regulation, however there are no standards in place yet. Regarding the current status of the required documentation accompanying LMOs, as a first step the Ministry of Agriculture has to issue phytosanitary permits, and it uses the current national documentation as the basis for the specific LMO paperwork. Mexico plants GM cotton and soybean, as well as some GM maize in pilot plots. Mexico imports maize, soybean and canola, mainly from the US, its partner in the North American Free Trade Agreement that includes Canada, both countries non-parties of the protocol. Since 2003, our Ministry of Agriculture signed a trilateral arrangement under Article 14 of the protocol for the import of LMOs with its NAFTA partners. It mainly consists on adding the phrase "may contain LMOs" to the official importing documentation with a threshold of 5%. The arrangement has now indefinite time of validity. Starting in September 2005, the Ministry of Economy started a pilot program for the documentary traceability of LMO import shipments. In the last country report to the protocol, Mexico stated that in about 2 years, more than 20 million tons imported had been reported in the program, and 84% of those were in compliance. Also starting in 2010, the Ministry of Economy opens a tariff fraction for maize imports for FFPs, and the vast majority of it is GM. This is an example of being in compliance with the protocol when trading with non-parties. Our Interministerial Commission on Biosafety and GMOs is the office centralizing the efforts of the federal government regarding LMOs. Its website is www.cbiogem.gov.mx.